Welcome to the Gmail Pregame Show. This is Tech Coach Christy Green with more information regarding the MTPS migration from Outlook email to Gmail. Hope you were able to catch episode 1. In this episode, we'll be investigating steps you can take to get ready for the migration. These are merely suggestions, and you always have the choice to do no preparations. Let's get started. Will your email address change? Yes! Your new email address will be your first initial and last name, as it is now, but it will end with @medfordschools.net. For the time being, your current address, the @medford.k12.nj.us, also works. The IT team and Central Office Administration will be creating a system to alert the MTPS community of the change. Since both email addresses are currently active, there's no need to alert families in your classes of the change. Will you be able to use Gmail in the same way that you use Outlook? No matter the platform, the basics of email stays the same. Inbox, reply, forward, save, distribution lists, all of those actions will be similar. However, Gmail offers some organizational options that may encourage you to change your emailing behavior. For instance, you may fall into one of the following categories. My inbox and folder system are structured and I'm very attached to the organizational method I currently use. Well, that's great. When the migration occurs, all of your folder names and the messages saved in them will be transported to Gmail. I'm open to new ways of organizing and saving my messages, but generally, my organizational method meets my needs. Well, that's wonderful. In a bit, I'll tell you about using labels in Gmail. I'm ready for something new. I have about 2,418 messages in my Outlook inbox, so I am looking forward to a fresh start. Fantastic! Stay tuned for some steps you can take to make the migration a clean, new beginning. A little knowledge about Gmail may help you determine what, if any, preparations you will want to make before the migration. Let's look at an example. I received an email from Mark Damon concerning the number of Chromebooks that are needed for Kirby's Mill students in the 2022-2023 school year. It's a message I definitely want to save until at least this summer. In Outlook, I have folders titled Mark Damon, Chromebooks, and Kirby's Mill. Which folder should I choose? I'm forced to make a decision. In Gmail, however, I can label that message with as many or as few titles as I wish. All of my messages can be saved in my archived message folder, so I don't have to decide where it should live. When I want to return to this message, I can sort by the label title or use the search bar to enter any keyword I might remember from the email. So you may be wondering what preparation, if any, you should do before the migration. It's not necessary to decide now what type of organization you'll use in Gmail. Personally, I've changed my mind twice already. But here are some tips. If you're completely happy with the folder structure you have now, there's no need to do anything. Your Outlook folders will be transformed into Gmail labels, and the messages that are already in your Outlook folders will automatically have labels with the same names attached. In Gmail, you'll be able to quickly identify the labels from Outlook because they'll have a dash before the name. If labels sound interesting, but you're hesitant to make the leap before getting your feet wet, some spring cleaning might help. If you have folders with messages that you no longer need, delete the folder and/or the messages in Outlook. Simply right-click on the folder and select Delete Folder. Then you won't be migrating folders, only to delete them later in Gmail. The folders that remain will be migrated to Gmail as labels. If you're ready for a fresh start, there's no reason to migrate messages you won't need. Start by deleting the oldest, most irrelevant messages first. I use the filter button, then sort and select oldest on top. Once my inbox is sorted by date, I can select many messages with the radial button, then delete, or click the trash can next to the message. In the end, all folder titles and messages that remain in Outlook will be migrated to Gmail and will be available on both platforms until summer 2022. Please remember that all of these tips and strategies are just suggestions. It's perfectly fine to relax and figure things out slowly as the new year begins. If at any point before or after the migration you'd like to discuss your preferences and options, please feel free to reach out to me, Christy Green. Thanks for watching.